Hello and welcome to Patrick's Models and Transport. So I'm taking advantage of having the board out these days. Mainly I've been doing, as you've seen in other videos, test runs of locomotives. Nothing special, so no modelling for the moment because we're too busy working over here. So I've decided to run, because it's important to run your models every now and again, not to leave them sitting around in boxes. And so tonight I'm going to run my PCC tram, my Bachmann PCC tram. And I really like this model, this PCC tram. It has a diminutive Bachmann, has a small Bachmann Ringfield motor on the power bogie at the back. Oh, when I got this, I'm going to have to edit a video. I hadn't started the channel again when I got this thing here and when I serviced it. Oh, I've spoken about this in another video. The motor was caked in horrible grey ball bearing grease. It was terrible, terrible. I had to steep all the gearing. It's like a split chassis motor, and I had to clean all the gearing in lighter fluid. Even the back of the winding on the motor was covered. Had to clean that with a brush, with a paint brush. Anyway, it came well and it runs very well. It doesn't like points much. I would like to make a small tramway layout, maybe with very narrow radius curves like those ones over there. I'm not putting it over there tonight because it's I've got many locomotives parked in the siding over there, but let's have a look at it. Very powerful lighting. It's actually well geared. And why it makes this thudding, thud noise? This would look nice, I think, on an external loop, like a suburban tramway. It's a very nice model. Instead of having the trolley pole, it has this pantograph, so it has a more European look. And these trams, second-hand Washington PCC trams, were actually exported to Sarajevo in ex-Yugoslavia. Maybe even Belgrade, but definitely I remember Sarajevo. And some were also exported to Spain. So this kind of pantograph makes it look more Central Eastern European. And this was on it when I got it. I mean, it's not been modified. I don't know if somebody modified it, fitted the pantograph. It's not connected to the motor or anything. It doesn't pick up it. It's really a very nice pantograph. It looks the part, definitely. So let's look at it underneath. Here's Bachmann Hong Kong. There's the front axle is just a dummy. Here's the motor at the back. You can see the white pancake motor frame under there. You open it with one screw. This was actually missing the screw, but I fitted it with a new screw. One of those retaining screws from models, like 143 scale model cars. That was absolutely perfect. And we have these silhouetted passengers inside and the silhouetted driver. Actually, it looks okay. I mean, there's no interior, but it's nice. Let's see how it behaves going backwards. Pity it's not bi-directional tram. Now, that would be a thing to do, but to have a what if bi-directional one, but you'd have to have doors even on the other side. Let's see what happens when we go on points. I know this doesn't like points much. Oh, not bad. So it tackles the Chapelon Grosti layout points quite well. I'm surprised. I had lots of problems on the other one, on the big layout with the points, but these ones here seem to be, probably because these are much straighter, everything. The track work is much better on this layout compared to the other one, because this track is not, this board here isn't warped, and that one needs to be straightened. That's a big job I'm going to have to do. Let's see, going the other direction. And it picks up from the front wheel, so it picks up from the motor bogie and it picks up from the front wheels as well. So you see split chassis, insulated plastic axles. These ones are actually the same geared axles as the front, but there's no drive here at all. And so it's got a good pickup, picks up very well. I'm quite surprised. I don't think I'd tested it on this layout yet. Anyway, good. It works. It likes the points. I can't believe it. Pity I've got all these other things in there. But let's do something. Let's send it on the inside. Let's see what happens. Anyway, we're playing trains tonight, so we can shift everything out the road. Let's move that. Start putting some things away here. So we'll switch on the inner loop as well. And we'll go. It makes the same noise as a tram with a worn out wheel. Dong, 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 dong. Okay, points. We're sending it into the siding. Let's see what happens. Oh, very good. Now Hold on. Let's send it over there. Ah, famous last words. It got stuck. It derailed on the frog. It derailed on the frog. And I think it derailed on the frog because there's not enough weight here on the front. The weight's all in the back. Probably if it had gone in reverse, it would have, there's more weight because there's a motor at the back. It would have got over that. Let's try again. I should add a wee bit of ballast inside. Nah, no way. We're not going. It's badly distributed weight. Let's turn it. Let's send it in. Let's do like this. And see what happens if it crosses the points going forwards. Okay. Reverse. Okay, let's see what happens. Yes, maybe I had tested it on this layout, and it does not like points going forwards because there's not enough weight. So I think this would definitely benefit with a bit of ballast. Put a bit of ballast here at the front. If we ballasted it, because you see what happens, yep, these wheels here ride over the frogs. You just can't cope with the frogs, there's not enough weight on them. And that's it, it comes off, let's see. No use. It's okay in reverse, no use going forwards, absolutely no use. Okay, so that's our tram. I think I'll take this, I'll open this up, we'll dedicate this a video. Not now, but I could try ballasting. Definitely, there's plenty of space inside, there's loads of space. What I could do is, you can see that this here swivels. I could put some ballast right there at the front, in the platform, front platform. That would do the job, I think. Well, we've done that, we've played with that. Let's take our very nice and noisy industrial spec Jouef 030T Boer, which seems to be needing a wee bit of touch up of paint there. This year's the series, the one that was all painted, you know, red and gold when it was, I got it in very scruffy condition. 3-pole motor as well, very noisy. And I actually painted the boiler and I painted it black. The cab was black actually. And I think I'm going to have to touch up here because when I lift it up, I left these. I decided to the numbers and the lining is very nice, so I decided to leave that red. So it's in a sort of and also the wheels are not prototypical because they're painted red. So it's in an industrial locomotive livery. And I'll have to touch up a wee bit of black there because it's starting to wear off by hand, even here with handling with fingers. Because I didn't even give it any undercoat, I just went with the black directly. I hadn't started using undercoat at the time. But this is also the one I touched up. I touched up with the gold paint to, you know, to give it a bit more character. Right, let's go. The 5-pole motors are very quiet, very nice and quiet. go and pick up a train. Oh, hello. Sometimes these locomotives derail when they've just... I've had derailing problems with these locomotives before. Sometimes they can not like points. So the short goods train is formed by two Hornby 8 show wagons, a Lima and a Kleinbahn. I think there's some rod clicking on this locomotive. I haven't run this one for some time. Let's try and understand what's clicking. What's clicking? It's actually well lubricated, so there shouldn't be any. I see. Not a silent locomotive. Yes, the rods click a bit on this one. I'm just going to propel the train back in. Anyway, on a good controller, you can get good low speed running. There we are, I'm going very slowly. I'll explain why the knob is semi-dismantled on there. Oh, I installed on the points because it only picks up from the front two wheel sets. The traction tyres are here, but I wasn't going fast enough. Let's see if we can get... Generally it has no problem on points. It's a good locomotive. There we go. That's a bit of... We've got plastic wheels on the Hornby 8 shows. That's hard work for a wee very light locomotive. These have only got... I've spoken about these locomotives many times before, but this is just in case there are any new viewers. The Jouef 030TA has got a very lightweight. It's very lightweight, and there's a lead weight here in the boiler, and that's it. And the motor drives directly on the rearmost axle. Very simple locomotive. 3-pole motor, this one. The other two I have a 5-pole. The 5-pole motors are very, very good runners, very silent. It's a nice locomotive, I like them. Maybe they're my favourite. Definitely, I think these are my favourite HO tank locomotives. I like them all. I mean, I also like the very silent and very efficient Kleinbahn D120 over there. That's extremely silent with a Mabuchi 5-pole motor. Okay, so that was tonight's wee running session. And hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell. That way you'll always be updated. And it's also very useful to comment. I like reading your comments. And that's that. And better wrap it up for the moment. Cheerio, and see you next time. Coming up on the channel, we'll have a look at putting some ballast here to make this a little bit heavier at the front. Another bulb change in the BB 67000. Just wee odds and ends that I can do while I'm busy working on this big translation job. Cheerio again, and see you next time.